Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see Villanova facing the Louisville Cardinals.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. They've got Bryant. Cooper is out there with Miller, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. Pass to Beal. To the middle. Ilgauskas, good.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Passes it to Cooper. Back to Miller. There's the 3. With the second effort, it's rebounded by Louisville.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Sanders' shot is good.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
They set the screen. Rozier, the pass to Freak. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Freak's got his first basket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Beal dishes to Bryant. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
A platoon swap here for Louisville. And the Cardinals making a change here as well. Freaks checked in for Mack. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Jones. Bryant is out there with Clarkson. And it's Gaines in the point. And the basket good.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Freak's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Gaines kicks to Moore. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Price. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Inside, here's Jones. It's rebounded by Payton.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Price, the pass to Freak, lets it go from 11. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Gaines kicks to Bryant. The dish to Moore. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Price. No good. And the first half comes. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Wildcats ball.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, Freak in at center. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Harrell, and it's White in at the small forward.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Greg, you said it moments ago, Louisville, a team that can get up and down the floor with great ease on both ends. They like to be Clark the aggressor in every situation.
Well, Kevin, you're right. They've always been able to recruit tremendous talent. Not only skilled, but athletic players, too. And it's hard to think of a Louisville team that...
Some changes here for Villanova. Here's McAdoo. Kicks to Bryant. Here's the screen. Ross with a screen on Odom. McAdoo dishes to Jones to take the lead. No luck. And it's Louisville the other way. So on the floor for Villanova, McAdoo out there with Bryant. Then it's Jones. And it's Ross in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Freak missing. Here's Villanova, a two-point game. Here's Moore. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Rozier. On the wing, Hughes. Louisville passing it around. Odom kicks to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Both teams will make substitutions. That one is no good.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
There's the pass to Cooper to take the lead, and that one's good. Cooper's got the lead up to 3 now for Villanova.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
No luck that time either.
Wow. Boy, they just can't seem to catch a break at the line here in the second half. But you know what? I think at the free throw line, you often make your own breaks. It's one thing to get there. The other half of it is you got to knock them down.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Unable to get the second one. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second half. Feeds it to Harrell. Dishes it to White. Pass to Freak. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
1:11 left in the second half of basketball. Here's Cooper, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
.107 left here in the second half. Inside. Ripped away. Beal with it. Pass to Cooper. Puts up a three. And Villanova, another three.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's Freak. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Villanova stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And he gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Villanova lead.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
This is the slip thing.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second half. Now Gaines. Outside, Jones. So it's Villanova picking up the win. A solid win.